What is up, everybody? This is my second video, and I'm driving home from work right now, so I'm a little distracted looking around. I'm sorry, but I got something on my mind I want to talk about, and it's from this morning. I went to the gym this morning, did my normal workout routine, and there's a guy in there that I've started to talk to a little bit. He's been in there. He's kind of a New Year's resolutioner, and I kind of made a decision after talking to him this morning because of the things that he said. But I've been all over YouTube and Google videos and YouTube videos, and they're edited. Everything's edited to look better, to sound better. They got stuff thrown in there that makes you feel better. And I decided today that after my first video was uploaded, which wasn't hard, it wasn't hard to do at all, but I'm going to be real. I'm going to be unedited. You're going to hear me stutter. You're going to hear me backtrack a little bit. You're going to see me look around, kind of like now when I'm driving. But I want to be real with everybody. I want to be able to talk real talk and just explain how things really are and in the real part of life. Not necessarily just the edited version. Because nobody's perfect. So this morning I was talking to this gentleman in the gym. Like I said, he was kind of a New Year's resolutioner, but he's doing great. He's a big guy. Kind of reminds me of myself when I first started going to the gym. All he does is the treadmill. He's doing a little bit of weights every now and then. But he's a super nice guy. He's a teacher at one of the local high schools here. So, sorry, my ear's plugged up, so I'm trying to pop it a little bit. But anyway, this guy, I asked him this morning, I said, how's your workouts going? Oh, not too bad, not too bad. He wasn't excited about it. He wasn't jazzed up. And yeah, he was tired, he was sweating, he just got done with his workout. And even when I'm done working out, I'm drained a little bit, but I feel pretty good. And maybe he's just shy, I don't know. But I asked him, I said, well, how much weight have you lost since you started your journey? And he kind of hummed and hawed, and he was shy. He was embarrassed to tell me. I don't like that. I don't want somebody to be embarrassed or be reluctant to talk about how much weight they've lost. If you're big, you're big. If you choose to stay that way, that's your choice. Absolutely your choice. But if you're in the gym and you're going at it every day or 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7 days a week, whatever you choose to do, you're doing a heck of a lot better than most people sitting on the couch. I commend you for that. That's a step in the right direction. And so he finally broke down and told me how much he had lost, and it was almost 70 pounds. And he's still a big guy, so I can just imagine how different he looked and how different he felt when he first started. And it reminded me of how I felt. Because, again, I'm right at 70 pounds lost in 19 months. And this guy here, 27 months he's been working at it. 27 months. To stay dedicated and to work that long takes a lot of willpower. A lot more willpower than some people that I've known in my entire life. It's not easy to get up. I get up at 4 o'clock every morning and I go to the gym because I got to be at work at 7. But some people can't get up that early. And hey, whatever floats your boat. Nobody's here to tell you what to do and how to do it. But we're here to help. I'm here to help you. If you have questions or you want to talk about what you're going through and what's working and what's not working, maybe I've been through the same things. I don't know. But I can help. I can talk to you. I'm a great listener. Leave me a comment. If you want me to email you, I can email you. We can just talk it out. Some people can't vocalize what's really going on, and it works better on paper or in an email or a text. I've been that way for a long time. I haven't always been an outgoing person. 10 years ago, I never would have had a YouTube video go out into the World Wide Web for people to see and hear my story. And there's a lot more to my story than what I had in the first video. And as I go through these videos and start explaining why I did certain things and why I was in certain places, you'll understand kind of what happened throughout my life that caused me to gain so much weight. And it took me a long time to realize that I wasn't losing weight for multiple reasons. It wasn't because I was overeating. It wasn't because I was depressed, because I've always been a pretty happy person. I've always been very outgoing, very outspoken, but I was also very private. I didn't express how I was feeling a whole lot to a lot of people. I had very, very close friends, and then I had some acquaintances. And I'll tell you what, life happens very quickly. And if you're not ready for it to change, it's going to knock you on your butt. But you got to get back up. You got to keep moving forward. And that's what I've decided to do in the last 19 months. I haven't been going to the gym longer than 5 months. So my journey really began 19 months ago, but it really got hard for me 5 months ago. And I enjoy it. I love it. I love getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, letting the dog out, feeding him, getting in my Suburban and going to the gym, working out for an hour, hour and a half, and then going to work. I'm awake, I'm alert, I'm ready to attack the entire day. And I'm up and I'm done before most people even get out of bed. I'm not bragging, I'm not tooting my own horn, but I feel proud for that, because 2 years ago, it wasn't even a thought in my mind. I never would have done what I'm doing now. And what that changed was people that I saw on YouTube, they went through similar struggles. Things that they were going through that I've experienced, for one. But it's tough. Life is hard. We just have to get through it and deal with it day by day. There's foods that I like to eat. I love pizza. Pizza is one of my most favorite foods in the entire world. And my house is literally about 50 yards from a convenience store that sells pizza. And every time I go in there and buy something to drink or go in there and get fuel, I can smell it. And I want it so bad. But I tell myself, no, if I eat it, you're going to feel like crap later on. You're not going to do well in your diet. You're not going to lose any weight. And yes, if you subscribe to the If It Fits Your Macros website, or you're tracking macros, yeah, you can eat it. You can eat that piece of pizza, which is, I think, is about 500 calories for a pepperoni pizza from this place. But that's 500 calories that I'm going to have to sacrifice somewhere else in my meals throughout the day. There's much better food that tastes better, that doesn't make me feel bad, that I can eat. So I choose that instead. And again, I'm not telling you what to do or how to do it, but just know what your triggers are. Know what makes you feel good and what makes you feel bad. Right now it's 4:45 in the evening. I'm driving home from work and I'm hungry, but I'm not starving. I had a pretty good lunch. I had 2 little pieces of pork loin that I made last night. I had a serving of mashed potatoes and a serving of macaroni and cheese. 2 years ago, I'd ate half the pork loin, about 4 or 5 cups of the macaroni and cheese, and I'd have filled the entire bowl of mashed potatoes. It would have been probably 7 or 8 servings of mashed potatoes. I'd have thrown some ketchup on there. It would have been a massive amount of calories. But I eat just enough to feed my hunger. If I'm hungry, I eat. If I'm not hungry, I don't eat. Your body will tell you when you need nourishment. And it takes a while to get used to that and to figure out if it's really hunger, boredom, thirst, dehydration. And I've been there. I've been dehydrated. I've been in the hospital for dehydration. And hydration is the biggest key for losing weight. You've got to remember that. Drink water. If you're hooked on caffeine and soda, try. Just keep trying to get off of that stuff. I know a lot of people that go from drinking Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, Coke, and they go to the Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke, because there's no calories. That's great. If that's what you need to do it, go for it. And again, I'm not a fitness expert. All I can tell you is what's worked for me. And I've never been a real big soda drinker. It wasn't a big thing for me. I never really drank sweet tea. I never really ate sweets. So giving that stuff up and not having it wasn't a big deal for me. So I never really lost out on the junk food side of being heavy. My biggest thing was I just overate. My portion size, and I ate a lot of fats, a lot of carbs. Every meal I had bread or pasta in it, or potatoes, some type of a carb, and that was usually 3/4 of my plate. I might have a 6-ounce steak and fill the rest of my plate with mashed potatoes and french fries. Or I'd go out to Texas Roadhouse, no vegetables, unless it was grilled onions and mushrooms on my steak. But I would just eat, and I would eat, and I would eat, and I would make food and sit on the couch and just eat the entire plate. 5, 6 years ago, for a snack, I'd make 4 or 5 hot dogs, ketchup, mustard, chili, cheese, and then I'd dip them in ranch or ketchup. That was my snack. So I look back at what I ate before and what I eat now. I feel better now. I feel so much better with the food that I eat. And I don't eat rabbit food. I love salads. I gotta tell you that. I do love salads, but it's not my main meal. I'm a meat eater. I'm a carnivore. So chicken, pork, beef, I eat it all the time. It's my protein intake. I have a protein shake every now and then, usually on days where I'm lifting weights. But I try not to eat or drink my calories in protein shakes or protein bars. I try to get it from whole food sources. And you can Google it if you want, and on this video here, I'll put a description down or a link to a couple different websites that I've used to give me some information on protein and whole foods and how your body reacts to different things. I'm not a scientist by any means, but I know what's worked for me, and I'll let you know what it is. You can look at the different websites and kind of judge for yourself. So this video is just kind of a way to say, stay focused. Get your mind into a state where you want to be healthy, okay? Think about what you're doing. When you go to a grocery store, do you wait in line to park in the very front parking space? Or can you drive 15, 10 spaces out, park farther out in the parking lot, and walk the extra 30, 40, 50, 60 feet? Every little step is an addition to what you didn't do the day before. And you got to remember that. If you don't want to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and you can only go at lunch or after work for 20, 30 minutes, that's 20 or 30 minutes closer to your goal to becoming healthier and more fit than you are today. My wife, she's on a tremendous journey. She's got a disease that doesn't allow her body to pull the nutrients out of the food. She has Crohn's disease. And so she's always nauseous. She's always having to worry about what goes into her body. I couldn't do it. That's too much, too intense to watch what you're eating that much, because it could put her in the hospital. So we tend to cook a little bit different so that she can eat the same foods that I'm eating. And that we don't use a lot of oil. We don't fry a lot of food. Our kids like fried foods. We're trying to get them away from that. You know, French fries and pork loin, fried pork fritters. But we try to steer them away from that. And they've started to eat a lot more healthy in the last couple of years. And they're trying new things. So what I'm getting at is you need to think about it. It's a lot of work, but you have to put in the effort to get something back. You have to do something that's going to benefit you, or there won't be any benefits. You can't add 2 plus 2 and get 6 ever. It'll never happen. 2 plus 2 will always be 4. 1 plus 1 will always be 2. You can't expect to get different results if you keep adding the same things to your body every single day. You have to make a change. For me, it was counting my macros, eating clean, less fried foods, less junk foods. I try to stay away from processed foods anyway, just because it has so much garbage in it. It's not that I'm a health nut. I don't need the added crap they put into this stuff. So I don't go buy organic. I don't spend a lot of extra money, but I look at what I'm buying and I try to get the most bang for my buck. And by doing that, I've made a great stride towards eating better, losing weight, and it's at a slow enough pace that I won't gain it back. What I'm doing is sustainable, okay? Fad diets, you might lose a lot of weight, boom, right then. 2 weeks, you lose 10 pounds, great. But next month, you stop the fad diet and you gain 25 or 30 pounds back. You didn't make any headway. And now your metabolism is out of whack. Your body says, well, don't know what's gonna happen this time, let's store some food. And then it's harder to lose the weight again. I know, because I've been there. And I'm gonna be adding photos on my next videos. I'll be showing you guys photos of myself when I was younger, and as I progressively got bigger, lost weight, got bigger, lost weight. It's been an ongoing cycle for me, and it's been really hard to manage this time, but I haven't gained weight back. I've been steadily dropping, some days, some weeks more than others. I've hit plateaus and I've changed things up and I've dropped back down. So you're continually making changes, and you need to remember that. A weight loss journey is not overnight. It's not quick, and it's an ongoing process that you need to be committed to. You can't make this choice to say, I'm going to lose weight and just hope it happens. You have to work for it. You have to get there. And if I can help you in any way, if my videos can help you or inspire you in any way, that would make me so happy. So happy. And I know I'm not a small guy. I'm not physically fit right now, but I'm going that direction. I'm going to get there. So if you like what I'm talking about, if you want some more information, check out the descriptions below and the links. Check them out. If you need help with them, send me an email, send me a comment on here, and I'll do what I can to help you. I'm not out here to make money. I'm just trying to help whoever I can who may be like me and may be struggling. So if you like what you got, stay where you're at. If you want to make a change, you need to make that choice. You need to make a decision that your life's going to be better. Because nothing will change unless you want to. It's the same thing like a cigarette smoker. If they're addicted to nicotine, nobody will quit smoking or quit chewing tobacco, quit drinking, unless they want to. And what usually happens is something major. Something triggers it and they decide, I need to quit. Well, if you need to quit, then quit. But if you want to quit, it's better, because you will work harder and you will work longer because you want it. If you want to look fit and you want to look toned, it's not going to happen on the couch. It's not going to happen eating fried foods and going to McDonald's and Burger King every day. You've got to have a caloric deficit, and you've got to get up and you have to move. You have to do it. I'm 36 years old. I got 2 bad knees, a bad back, arthritis in my hands, and I'm doing it. There's some days where I pop ibuprofen and Tylenol just so I can go to the gym because my knee's having a hard time. Whatever you have to do, do it. If you would like some help, shoot me a comment, shoot me an email, and I'll see what I can do to help you. Other than that, y'all have a great day. See ya.